Hi guys, happy 4th of July. I really enjoy the 4th of July. I'm a Brit, but I have many American friends and seems a great time of festivities. And I thought I would just do some quickie readings by star sign for the 4th of July. So I hope you're having a great 4th wherever you are. Kicking off with Kyle Gray, Keepers of the Light. I love this deck. It's actually very like the old Doreen Virtue Ascended Masters deck, many of the same characters, but a more modern take, and it's all more intense. So I'm shuffling now and asking for one for Sagittarius. No, I'm not. Oh, I keep getting things mixed up today. Just did a whole video about the fire signs, and I kept calling it the air signs, but there you go. What are you going to do about it? Okay, Aries. Starting with Aries, which is a fire sign, actually. Let's have a card for Aries, please. And we have got quite a mess of things dropping out all over the place, but there we go. That leaves us with two for Aries, setting the scene. Lord Shiva, Transcendence. What does it say? Rise up, honour your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Okay, Aries, this is a time for letting go, really. Now, to let go, we do need to do a fair bit of grounding and, just really ground ourselves. Remember that we come from this planet. This is where we live, wherever the immortal soul comes from, it's actually occupying this shell in this mortal world at this moment. So we've got to stay grounded, but we've got to keep that dance of the universe going as well. Really important, Aries, because this is kind of a time of lull. We've just been through a solar eclipse. We're coming into Mercury retrograde. Don't get me started on Mercury retrograde. I don't want to do that now. Don't worry about it either. But we also got this card, Krishna Devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognised. You are loved unconditionally. Okay, so it is safe to take those steps forward and actually have that dance with the universe. Okay, protection is there somehow. It always is. So make sure you link into it. And remember, you're always loved, Aries, and you are always protected. That is the main message for Aries in this reading. Okay, it's an all signs reading, doing this for July the 4th. And let's have a card for Taurus, please. And what we've got here is the Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. So Taurus, a little bit further down the line from that position where Aries is, you are already dancing with the universe. But are you expecting miracles? It's good if you do expect miracles. It's a law of attraction thing, They're more likely to happen. The energy finds its goal. It can take its time, but energy always finds its goal in the end. And this is love energy. It says here, remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Okay, so remember the divine that's in all of us and around all of us and part of all our lives, Taurus. That actually looks a little bit romantic, that one as well. So, expect miracles because they do happen, and they're more likely to happen more often if you expect them and kind of visualise and believe and trust that they will. Let's have a change of deck, actually. I've got a variety of decks out here at the moment. Right, Rebecca Campbell, she is jumping out at me. My favourite oracle deck at the moment is Work Your Light. Rebecca Campbell says, you are the oracle. So Gemini, let's have a card, please, for Gemini. Tell us all about Gemini in this special July 4th reading, which you can watch anytime you want. I'm doing it special for July the 4th, because why not? Special time. Okay, so Gemini on the 4th of July. 2019. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Something that's kind of prodding at you, nagging at you, making you want to do things. I don't know if you use that word niggle in America. I really don't. So sorry about that if you don't know what it means. It's a very English word, but this deck is printed by Hay House UK that I've got here. So it's kind of no doubt been anglicised rather a lot. This character is all in purple, Gemini. This character has a great potential for healing, but that healing isn't going to happen unless she's willing to kind of step. She could take a step back, actually, couldn't she? Because she's facing away from all the darkness. Maybe she just needs to not step into the darkness, but allow her mind to go over the darkness, just to think what's been going on. Because what is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? Hey, Gemini? We all get them from time to time. Sky is dark there, but the healing colour is profound. Okay, so I guess you've gone even further than dancing with the universe. There's always a progression to this, Gemini. There's always a progression to this, but trust that niggling feeling and do something about it, because these things don't just go away by themselves, Okay, we're into Tony Salerno, Ask an Angel now, and I'm asking for a card for Cancer, please, in this reading for July the 4th, 2019. And it's a happy card indeed. Music. Archangel, does that say? Oh, Israfel. I thought it wasn't an Archangel Israel. Archangel Israfel is here. He is a very, very brightly coloured character, full of music, and he puts me in mind actually of Archangel Jophiel, you know, like a gift is coming of some kind. Anyway, it's going to be fun. Whether that gift is like a party or an actual thing, it's going to be fun somehow. So this is good, Cancer, but do kind of try and let go a bit, okay? Because you guys, well, actually not just Cancers, but all of us, we try to hang on to life a little bit. Try to stop the change flowing too fast because it's rather disconcerting when it's really flowing. But this is a time of transformation, Cancer. We're on our way into 2020 when amazing things are happening in astrology and no doubt in the world as well. So go with the flow of this, okay? This is going to be enjoyable. There's rainbow colours everywhere. If by any strange chance you're in part of the world where it's raining a lot at the moment, which I doubt, then think of that rainbow. And if times aren't too easy, if, you know, times aren't too much fun, think of it anyway, you know, because there is always a rainbow at the end of the rain. There isn't always a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, I'm afraid. That's a very true and not so happy thing, but there is always a rainbow there, just like every cloud has a silver lining. So that is looking good, Cancer. Just be willing to let go and go with the flow. Okay, so then on to the sign of Leo, and I was surreptitiously shuffling there, and what have we? We have hope. Now then, this is a great card because it doesn't really matter what situation you're in. If you're happy and you know it and you're clapping your hands, then this is hope that things are going to get even better. If you're on the floor, and this is fluid energy, guys, it can apply itself to so many people differently. But if you're on the floor, Leo, then remember you'll be up again. Because look, this reminds me of the golden lion's mane on a Leo lion. All right, so love and acceptance is what it says. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Now, it's much, much easier to choose those loving thoughts, Leo, if you actually do feel in tune with the divine. So maybe that's telling you to get some meditation. I don't know. The energy is so different, but I do know it's bright and it's gold, and that, Leo, you do have this in you somewhere. We're all different, aren't we? And there are so many millions of Leos in the world. Who can really say? But you all have this in you, you know. Every human being does, but there's a particular quality that Leos have with this. So be willing to shine. You may very well get an opportunity to shine out. Actually, I rather hope you do. And another one fell out there, so we'll do this one for Virgo. And this is Mary Magdalene, Teacher Awakens. Take a look at Mary Magdalene there, and then I will take a look and read what it says. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. That's the message with Mary Magdalene here. Okay, and this is for Virgo. So don't let anything stop you. Really, what I want to say there is don't hold back, because quite often when we're letting something stop us, we're actually the one who's stopping us, because it's much better to keep going with the thing as long as your ducks are in a row and you're happy with it. If you need to stop and, you know, reconsider things, then for goodness sake do. That is the best way to get excuse me, good results out of not just yourself, but the world around you. Not just the people around you either. You know, the whole world around you responds much better if you can kind of choose to see things that way, basically. But you do have something important to share, so do follow that inner call, Virgo. Don't hold back. Lots of red here. You may actually be called into a situation where you've got to serve people a lot and help people a lot. That would be a way forward when this card comes up, Virgo. Okay, but fluid energy, different strokes for different folks, as I'm absolutely forever saying. You'll be getting bored of hearing it eventually, no doubt. Virgo, Libra. Let's get on to Libra and let's go with Rebecca Campbell again. I rather like the idea of Rebecca Campbell. This is just my favourite deck. And when this one comes up, remember, you are the oracle. You're almost like a magic wand. All of us are. We're some kind of magic tool to ourselves. We're probably the best magic tool we've actually got. Okay, so a card for Libra, please, Rebecca Campbell. And what have we got for Leo? Deep replenishment. Right. No, it's not for Leo. It's Libra. That's it. Oh, I'm so bad with these. I've just uploaded a fire signs video and called it air signs all the way through. And my laptop's died, so I can't change it. So I'm sorry. That's coming up on Friday. The reading's right. Some of the words I use are wrong, but what are you going to do about it? Okay, deep replenishment for Libra. Retreat, rest, be held. And I'm seeing that need for balance in there quite strongly, quite powerfully. See, this character, she's kind of out on a limb. She's away from all the rocks and the solid feelings of support that there are in this card. She's just stepped forward. Now, she can do that because she knows she's supported. And where's her hair going? Where's she being led? Where's she being taken? Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. This looks to me like this lady's got a stack of worries, but there's all this beautiful healing energy around her. These colours are really nice. I ought to heal the dirty fingernails on my hand, but I can't at the moment because there's lots going on. Nice weather, you've got to fix the roof while the sun's shining, eh? And let's give you that as a message as well, Libra. Fix the roof while the sun's shining. This is a real good time to come out into positive thought, and if that's really difficult, then it's an even better time to take a rest. But know that you are loved. It says be held. If you're not in a relationship with another person, that's kind of not really... I don't know, it might work, it might not, depends. Fluid energy, different strokes for different folks. But it is important, it does matter, yeah? So somehow be held. Even if that's just knowing that the universe will always help, will always prop you up, yeah? Okay, that's your one then, Libra, for 4th of July. I'm staying with Rebecca Campbell. I'm just strangely drawn to... stay with Rebecca Campbell for the sign of Scorpio now. So, card for Scorpio in this reading on 4th of July 2019, and it's Leap. Right, this character doesn't look entirely in a natural pose here, but you can see that at her head and on the way up she's kind of turned up and she's flying the right way. So maybe it's been a crazy kind of journey for you guys, Scorpio. I think it might have been, actually. These are crazy times, and you do like things cut and dried and not too crazy, maybe, if you're a Scorpio. We're all different, of course. That's just my feeling about this card. It says you go first, the universe will catch you. And it will, Scorpio. We're really on a theme of divine support here. Now, if this is a matter of relationships, if you've got to kind of actually go up to someone and ask them, will they be with you or whatever, that's a really difficult thing. Take a leap of faith, though, okay? Because for that example particularly, occasionally someone will, come on to me, and it might be someone I'm not really interested in. But it is always very, very flattering, No one's going to kind of shoot you in the head for, saying you're attracted to them. That's a bit of a raw analogy there, but there we go. It's a nice hot day, and I'm thinking of wacky things all the time. It's just one of those kind of crazy days. And it's the 3rd of July as I'm doing this. I'm looking forward to the 4th of July. Got my Ramones t-shirt on. Look, Johnny, Joey, Dee Dee. And which one was this? Was this Tommy or Marky? Tommy. Ah, right, yeah. Sadly, most of the Ramones have passed away now. Well, Johnny, Joey and Dee Dee have. I think either Marky or Tommy's still going. My favourite band when I was a teenager. And it's great to see youngsters wearing this thing as well. This image. It's all over the place. Right, so where were we? Scorpio. Let's do a card for Sagittarius. I'm a Saggy, so I'm gonna get a freebie out of this one. We're back with Kyle Gray, Keep Us Off the Light, and a card for Sagittarius for the 4th of July. Charity. Right, now then, before I even read what it says underneath, I'm going to take a very literal meaning of charity there, Saggy. Do something to help either other people or maybe the whole of mankind. Like if you do something towards saving the planet or, something. It makes a difference, Make a small difference where you are. It'll make a big difference to other people. Maybe it can Maybe it can make a big difference where you are as well. It happens. It's certainly not impossible. Is there someone who really needs your help that you feel a bit sorry for, Just don't overcommit, Saggy, because it's so easy to do that. Charity, prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven. Ask and you shall receive. Now look at the healing in this. And look at the expression on this woman's face. She's very intense. She's very focused. And yet we're talking about an out there thing like prayer and contemplation. Yet she is very, very focused. So bear that one in mind, okay, Sagittarius. Things can easily go out of focus. So we do need to stay in focus with them. particularly when it's a thing like charity. So if you're going to help someone, kind of have a target, have a goal, you know, talk to them, make sure you're pulling them in the right direction as well, rather than going in the wrong direction, because you can do that, you know. Help a blind old lady cross the road, only she didn't want to cross the road in the first place. Happens all the time, my friends. Okay, Saggy. So we're looking at kind of prayer, contemplation, and a general feeling of kind of try and get it right if you can. Okay, Sagittarius, Capricorn now, right. I'm going to have to write them all down. I can't remember a damn thing today. It's so hot. Lovely hot weather, though. Okay, Capricorn time. Let's have a card for Capricorn from Tony Carmine Salerno's Ask an Angel. So we're asking an angel now what's happening with the sign of Capricorn for the 4th of July 2019. Divine justice, that's what's happening for the sign of Capricorn on July 4th, 2019, or at least I hope it is, because that is the best kind of justice there is. Karma addresses itself so beautifully, so carefully, in a way that comes just the way we deserve it, just the way we need it. And when I talk about karma, which shines out of this card, it isn't necessarily about kind of being punished for doing something wrong. That's what we tend to think of karma as in this world, because we kind of, it's all crime and punishment. But yeah, remember that thing Doreen Virtue used to say, it's fading. Now she's a Christian, it's fading away, because she hasn't said it for so long. But I don't know, I actually can't remember it, but do hang on to it. I've actually let it go there. This is Archangel Chamuel, and it is divine justice, you know. Sometimes someone who's kind of doing something that seems wrong to you is actually doing it to draw your attention to the truth, maybe to fill up a blind spot in your consciousness somewhere. And as Mercury retrograde is now very close, it's actually coming in on July the 7th, then I'm going to say, you know, think about communication issues there. But divine justice, it's a wonderful thing. It is coming in. I can't remember what that was about Doreen Virtue now. I'm fed up. I was looking forward to saying that. Never mind, but divine justice is coming. Staying with this one now for the sign of Aquarius. We'll have a card, please, for the sign of Aquarius from Ask an Angel for 4th July 2019. What have we got for Aquarius? Divine mystery. It's all very divine. Okay, that's been a real thread in all the readings I've done this week. Actually, I've noticed that. I've just got my attention because it's come up yet again. I think it's going to be in every reading this week. Something to do with the divine. Something to do with remembering the universe has your back and taking a leap of faith. Because this dove here is flying high. She's with Archangel Raziel, and she shows the peace that is possible when you actually focus on wanting to have peace in your life. Everything to do with God, everything to do with the divine and the universe is bound to be a mystery to us as we live in this crazy world of ours. But it's a divine mystery nonetheless, and it's one that's well worth following through, following up, going with the flow and living with. Right. Now then, that, my friends, brings us on to Pisces, and I'm going with Rebecca Campbell again. I'll let my spirit guide tell me what to go with. No orange hat this week. We've finally reached the time when the weather is hot enough for no hat, unless I'm recording very early in the morning or something. But it's a beautiful sunny afternoon at the moment. It's about 30-ish outdoors there, 30 centigrade Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's nice and hot. It really is. Okay. So for Pisces, Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? And we've got that image of the amazing building in Petra there as well. So a mystical journey and a mystical place. Do you have a particular love of a particular temple or a particular sacred place that's important to you, Pisces? It's worth thinking about making that journey. It's a journey through water, so you're very well suited to it. Spiritual water, that is. Not necessarily about getting wet. Excuse me, but Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? Just think about that one, Pisces. Just, mull it over in your mind. Think, where is that one going? Right, well, I'll say it again. Happy 4th of July. Thanks very much for watching. I'll be having a great week, wherever you are. I'll be along very, very soon. I'm actually already recording and trying to upload the weekly video, but this week, because of the upload speed, we're going to just do 4 of them. The first one's gone up. It's fire signs. I keep calling it air signs, but it's fire signs: Aries, Leo and Sag. And then there'll be a water signs reading, an air signs reading, and an earth signs reading. And they'll be a little bit longer than my usual 13-minute thing as well. But basically the bottom line is I'll be able to get the blinking things uploaded in time, which is so important. So happy 4th, peace out, have a good one. Subscribe please if you haven't already. Thumbs up if you can stand the sight of my filthy thumb there. Thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Tap the bell so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, we'll share the journey, and I'll see you soon. Bye.